morning, everybody. It is a cold, crispy morning. It's about 29 degrees. It's starting to warm up a little with that sun, but it's not going to get real warm today. It's just a little after 8 right now. And it's October 25th. Things are starting to get good. They should be starting to get really good. This would be the second little cold snap we had. I wish I could have hunted more in that first cold snap, which we had mid-October. But I hurt my back pretty bad, and I was laid up between getting caught up with projects and didn't feel comfortable climbing with my sticks and saddle. But I finally went to the chiropractor the other day, and I think he got me readjusted. I'm starting to feel better. I came into this area yesterday evening. I snuck back in here and got everything set up so that way I could get in real early this morning and just climb up and hook up to my tether and set up the camera and get ready to go. So at this setup, I'm about 50 yards off this little creek down in the bottom here. On the other side of the creek, over here just to my left, there is a pretty decent scrape that gets hit every year. And they cross this creek, and then there's another scrape that gets used pretty often, about the same distance, about 90 yards on this right side, opposite side of the creek. So they potentially can funnel all through here around me. Up behind me, it's super, super thick. But what a beautiful morning. And man, it feels so good to be up in a tree. I've only been up in a tree one other time this year. And it just feels awesome. And actually yesterday coming in here, I saw bumped up a deer. I couldn't see what it was. Took another step, and then another deer hopped up out of its bed, and it was a doe. And I was kind of on lockdown with this doe for a while. She never got my wind. I had the wind in my favor. And I probably stood frozen for a good 20 minutes or so watching this doe just kind of feed a little bit. She wasn't moving much. Then I heard footsteps coming back, and it ended up being a buck. He was kind of chasing her around. I think he was like a 7-point. Alright, I'm going to stay quiet, keep my eyes peeled, and enjoy this absolutely beautiful morning. Stick around. Squirrel. Got my heart pumping. Wind is just going like this and then going right up. Hopefully things start moving. Practicing drawing my bow back for this if something comes real tight here behind me to my weak side. And as I was starting to let down, I must have just barely touched the trigger and sent one of my arrows flying. Gosh. My number one arrow. I can't see it. I mean, it's really thick in here, and who knows if I'll be able to find it. I guess whenever I gotta get down to pee or something, I'll see if I can find it, but gosh. Dumbass. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. So, down to 2 arrows now. I've never did that before. It's the first time that's happened to me. It happens, I guess. Good luck finding it. I probably won't find it. It's so dang thick in there. But I will look. I will definitely look for it when I get down. At least I have another 2 arrows. So if I do get a shot at an animal, I better make it count. Alright, well, let's see, it's gotta be going for what, 9:40 right now. I did some grunt calls about 15 minutes ago. I think I'll hit it again and see. I can smell a buck. Like, I definitely smell bucks, and I just need one to come in. I haven't seen anything. I mean, if I'm gonna see something here, it's gotta be right here, because it's so thick. But if I see something and it comes through here, I'll likely get a shot at it. down. He didn't even go. I mean, he barely went 30 yards, I think. I don't even know what he is. I don't think I got it. I don't think I got the shot on this camera because I bumped it at the last second. But I had the GoPro on, and I had a GoPro up here. Oh, I hope she answers. I hope she answers.
Hi, Katie.
Buck down, baby.
Hey, Devin got to hear that. That's awesome.
I don't even know what he is, but he was nice enough to get me fired up, and I nailed him. It was like a 10-yard shot. It was crazy.
Wow.
Let me range this.
I can hear it in your voice. You sound pumped.
Oh my gosh, I'm shaking like a leaf, dude.
Put your GoPro on?
Yeah, everything was on.
Yay!
It was like a 12-yard shot, barely even 12 yards. I don't know how many points he is. I just know he looked good enough for me. I don't care. And it seemed like a dark rack. Oh, it was crazy. I just had to call. I'm gonna stop shaking, and then I'm gonna climb down, and I'll take a picture and send it to you here in a little bit.
Good.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
Careful.
All right, I will. Thanks.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. That was so cool. I couldn't pass it up. He was a decent buck. Let's go look at him. He couldn't see me the way he came in because the sun is behind me. And he came from over this way. He was up on this hillside. I've been smelling buck all morning. He must not have been bedded super far, or was making his way down, but I did those couple grunt calls, which I think this time of year can be just key to get them in, especially somewhere that you're sitting like I am here, where it's really, really thick all around me, except for this tiny little opening. Just caught a glimpse of him. I can barely even see over there, and I couldn't even tell it was a buck at the time. It was just one big deer. I just caught like the back half of it. And he went right into the thick, and I thought, man, I gotta hit this grunt tube again, because if it is a buck and he was already coming to those, he's gonna come right over here. And that's exactly what happened. He came right to me, and he couldn't have come in a more perfect. If I could have planned it out, that's exactly how I would have planned it. It was the most perfect way. He came around some of this thick stuff where I can't get a shot. Sun behind me, so he couldn't see me good. He looked up in this tree, kind of looking, but he couldn't really see me. He came behind and around all this thick stuff. He came right here and gave me like a 12-yard shot. Just how I like it. The closer, the better. There's something about that, man. If you can get in that close. October 25th. And I already have a buck down. It's 10:30 right now. He came in right around 10. Guess we'll climb down and go take a look at him, and then I'll come back and gather my stuff and get to work. I want to show you guys this too. Look at this. I'm maybe 8 feet where I'm standing. I just got right up in those branches. Sun behind me. Only 2 sticks up, and my platform not high at all. I have not been climbing high. A lot of these spots, it's so thick. The higher I get, the harder it is. I like the close shots with not a super steep angle. But I got up in all those branches. My head was up above those branches. Still able to turn. Could tuck all my stuff up there. And the way he came in from over here, that sun was behind me. Let's see if we can find an arrow. Oh, good luck. Look how tall this stuff is. I'm finding an arrow in here. Jeez. Had to be right. Somewhere. I might be out 2 arrows today, but not a buck at least. There's my tree. I know he ran behind this and right up through here, so it's got to be right in here, you would think. I'd have to, like I said, at least I know where he is. There's my arrow. Well, it broke off. It broke off, and here's my lighted knock. so I don't know if the rest is still in them. But I hit him good. So yeah, he went right through here. So maybe it broke off in him. I don't know. Either way, found my arrow. That's cool, but now I'm probably out 2 broadheads unless I can find that other arrow. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure it ran up through here. It ran right through here. So is there any blood over in here? Man, you think it's been pouring blood. But again, this did broke off in them. Looks like some stumbling there. A little bit of blood there. And bubbles in it. My arrow must be stuck in them. He gets blood. That's good blood with bubbles. I think he's that funny 7 I saw yesterday. There he started piling up. Lots of blood there. Lots of lung blood. Yeah, there's a good example. Get that in the sun. Look at all the bubbles in that. Yep. Well, there he is. Not as big as I thought, but you know what? I'm happy with him. Boy, is he a scrapper, too. He's done. I hit him right there a little. Definitely a little bit forward, but coming at an angle. That would have been a pretty good shot, obviously. So yeah, he is a man. Is he a scrapper? No wonder he. Let me get him turned around and I'll show him to you better. All right, moved him over in the shade. It's getting warm in that sun. But look at this thing. He's a scrapper if I ever did see one. I mean, he's pretty wide, but he's not huge. Not bad. He should be an 8-point. But look at this side. Every single tine is broke off pretty much, except his main beam. That brow tine, his G2 and his G3 all busted off. This side seems to be okay. But this whole side, man, he fights. He's a fighter for sure. Good old scrapper. I'm happy with him. I know there's a lot bigger ones out there that around here that I have on camera and that I'd love to get, but I really was more so hunting for meat this year and anything that got me really excited. And honestly, this guy got me really excited. He came in perfect. No wonder he came into those grunt calls, because he's a scrapper. I mean, look at him. He is beat to heck. I see back here he's got some scuff marks back there. He's all beat up. A fighter for sure. But I got him down the shade. I'll get some pictures of him here in a bit, but I'm going to get him gutted out real quick first. Yes, I'm coming down to the creek here real quick just to wash my hands off after cleaning that deer. Happened to walk this way and look at what I found. A freaking arrow. from this morning. Stuck in that tree. Jeez. I'm filming this with my phone because I left my camera and everything up there by that deer. I just wanted to come down the creek to wash my hands, and look at that. I freaking shot the tree. And then I shot a buck after that. Now I lost my lighted knock on this one. Jeez. Might be down here somewhere. Ay, ay, ay. At least I found my arrow. Well, got them all cleaned out. Got myself washed off. I got the heart and kidney for the dogs over there, but the heart's for us, for me. I got the caul fat hanging right here in the tree. I think the sun's starting to hit them a little bit. It's still not real warm. It's like 44 degrees right now. I think it's supposed to get up to like 50 or so, but at least it's a little overcast. But I think my plan is I'm going to drag him right to over here, get him right up under this hemlock where he'll stay in the shade. I'm going to go get a bunch of my stuff down from the tree and hightail it out of here back to my truck, which I'm a ways from. And I got the deer cart. I'm going to try to bring that in and see if we can use that for the most part. I'm just by myself right now, but my sister and her boyfriend are coming to drop their dogs off. We're dog sitting for them tonight. And she got out of work. She left work a little early, so I'm hoping the timing works out and maybe they can meet me. I could quarter them out, I guess. I'd still have to go get my game bags. So at that point, I just figure, I think maybe we can get it out of here with the deer cart. We'll give it a go, and if they are actually able to help, that'll be good. So that's kind of the plan. So I don't want to waste any of this valuable meat, so I'm going to get moving, and I will catch up with you in a little bit. All right, well, here he is, my 2024 public land archery buck. He's a scrapper for sure. He's got a lot of broken off tines. I guess he'd be an 8-point, but he's broken here. His brow tine, his G2 is broken. His G3 is broken. I think even part of the main beams on the tips are broken. But he's definitely a scrapper. That's probably why he came into those grunt calls. But he came in perfect. It was too perfect of a shot to pass up. And I just really wanted to hunt for some meat this year. And I am, buck tag filled for Pennsylvania, nice and early in the year. So I feel pretty good about it. I'm super excited and really glad I got it all on film. And just thankful, and he's going to provide us with a lot of wonderful venison. Very excited about that. So just feeling good, pretty pumped and really excited. And I got my sister and her boyfriend here to help me drag this beast out of here. And I thank you guys very much, because it's going to be a bit of a haul, so I appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. Just really thankful, and thankful for these animals and the opportunity to hunt them, and going to use them up to the best of my ability. So I appreciate everybody watching, and stay tuned for the next video. What do you see, Choggy? What is that? What is that? What is this? What is that, Jaga? Look at. What is this? She's like, I'm just happy you're home. Rishi knows. Jib knows. These two, the puppies are like, I don't know.